Taking hydrocodone for the first time. I've taken hydrocodone. It wasn't a drug of choice. It is one of those that I think could have turned into a drug of choice. Hydrocodone, also known as Norcos, is a opiate. And this is the experience of my personal experience of the first time taking this drug and what it felt like. And I share my stories and testimonies for anybody out there struggling to know that they're not alone. So this is what it was like popping one of these for the first time. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. What's up, guys? My name is Eric, and for a lot of people, I don't think they understand what opiate addiction is and how people really get addicted to pain pills. Because at least me, I always thought of pain pills like Advil and Tylenol. It makes your body feel a little bit better and stuff, and that's about it. Like, how could somebody really get addicted to this stuff? I never really realized the power of a true opiate until I took hydrocodone. I had taken Vicodin before that. Nothing really gave me any of the feelings like hydrocodone did. And my experience with hydrocodone, I was a sales manager for RV dealerships for a long time. And in California, we had this thing called RVIA, which was this big week-long RV show. And at the time, actually, during this, I was on and off of a very strong cocaine addict, but also I was always drinking during this time. And one of the ways I kind of numb my legs and just get ready for the show is I would couple shots before the show, a couple shots during the show, like kind of keep this little buzz going so that you're always kind of a little bit more talkative, a little bit more energized, whatever it might be. You don't feel the pain as much. And I had a friend of mine come up and was like, "Here, bro, take one of these." And I was like, "What is it?" He's like, "Oh, it's a Norco, a big old pill." I'm like, "What?" He's like, I don't think I need this. He's like, "No, trust me, dude." So I broke it in half, popped that half, and about 20 minutes later, I understood how people could get addicted to this. Because unlike like our perception, I think, at least what my perception was of opiates and painkillers and stuff, is that people just kind of became zombies. They're just numbed out of their brain and just blah. Man, this hit into my system, and when it hit into my system, all of a sudden I was energized. It was kind of like cocaine, but in a pill form. Felt energized, I felt awake, like my body didn't hurt at all, like I felt more flexible, I was very talkative, just energized and rambling a little bit, which it gave me this great feeling. It didn't give me this like big mood energy feeling like cocaine did. It didn't like make my chest just feel raw, but man, it made me feel good, like great, let's do this. I was a little bit focused in still. It didn't drift my brain to like gotta do more. I just felt good. Nothing hurt. Everything felt good. I was happy, smiling. Mood was great. I mean, it stabilized everything for me, and I kept drinking and stuff during it, and I just felt good. And at that time, I realized that, man, this is something I don't know if I necessarily want to do. And I had talked to so many of my friends that, I mean, I would watch like some of my friends and salesmen who are addicted to these just eating them. And I'm like, what the? I don't want to be that. But I was like, man, I can see why. I can see how you do this, because, man, I get some of this in my system. I just feel great. And I never got on it where I really felt any of these withdrawals or anything. I mean, at the end of the day, all of a sudden my bones and my muscles all ached again, and my shoulders ached. And I knew I talked to a lot of people, but man, it gave you a lot of energy. It boosted your mood. It made you feel good. And that's the worst part about a lot of these drugs, is they make you feel good. Well, we all want that good feeling, so we keep doing them to have that good feeling, and that good feeling turns into a nightmare. But I mean, this is what it made me feel like. I mean, body felt great, mind felt clear, felt happy, felt energized, could talk to anybody, just boom, I'm on. And I knew that time that this is going to be something that's dangerous, and I never got really heavily invested in these because I was scared of them. I didn't want to, like, I got lucky, I think, of how my brain worked, of like, man, this is how people get onto heroin, and I'm afraid of needles. And isn't it sad? This is how the addict brain works, is I was more afraid of needles than I was heroin. Because in my brain, how did heroin addicts do it? I didn't even think about like smoking it or snorting it. I thought of, you got to do it through needles. Thank God for that autism side of me that gets latched onto a thought process, and that's how it is. And so that kind of helped me stay away from this drug. But I would dabble with it every now and then, thankfully never to the point of full-blown addiction, obsession with it. But it's a scary drug, and so I totally understand what people's obsession with this drug is, of just feeling good, feeling energized, feeling talkative, feeling happy, just a smile on your face, and man, you can just go, energizer bunny. And with anything that makes you feel that good, there's always a downside. I lost a lot of friends to opiates, and I lost a lot of friends to heroin, and I lost a lot of friends to fentanyl. So, I mean, for the one out there struggling, I share these stories because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist. I share these stories just to know that you're not alone, to give you that refresher course of like, man, that's what it was like, and I can't go down that road again. And I have links down below to NA and AA for the ones out there struggling. I mean, reach out for help. Opiate addiction is not a joke, man, and it's real. So for the one out there struggling, just know that you're not alone. Know that you can fight through it. Hit the like and follow button. Comment down below. Love to hear your experiences, because that's the biggest thing as an addict. When we're getting sober, we love to hear other people's stories. We love to know that we're not alone, and you're not. And what you're going through, it sucks, and it's going to be a nightmare, but it's going to be worth it. You got this.